All right. All right. It is time. It is time for the Rams Cardinals game preview playoff edition. So, I just got done watching a pretty good game with Cincinnati and Oakland. Cincinnati just went ahead and beat Oakland, a pretty exciting game that went down to the wire. And Cincinnati was able to hold off Oakland for the win, giving Cincinnati their first win in like 20 years or something. So that was pretty cool to watch. And I'm sitting here just so anxious for our game, the Rams versus Cardinals. I just, dude, I'm pretty jacked up right now on this game because I absolutely love playoff football. Playoff football, I mean, football in January and February, it's the best games you're going to get from the season. Like every single game, it just seems like it's way more amped up than normal just because of what's at stake, I suppose, and how it's an elimination round. So if you lose, you're done. If your team loses, like you won't see them again in a playing setting for about a year. I think it's actually less than a year, but it's a good 6 month period for sure. Good year period before you see them again. So there's a lot at stake, and these games are thrilling, and I love them. It's just a different atmosphere, and I cannot wait for ours. We have the Monday night game. Unfortunately, I don't believe. I don't know if I've personally seen that or if the league has ever done that before. I could be wrong, but I certainly don't remember watching a Monday night wildcard game. And while that may kind of be difficult for the Rams, say if they win win Monday, and spoiler alert, I believe they will. Um, that gives them less day to prepare for their next opponent. But that is getting way too ahead of myself, so I need to backtrack a little bit because the Rams really only need to worry about Arizona. That should be their sole focus. That should have been their tunnel vision all week, and I believe that it was. I trust Sean. I trust his way, his culture that he's kind of created here for this franchise, and I believe our players are mature enough to follow the culture, and to keep their minds focused. I'm pretty proud of this team. They're division champions, and they get a little extra day's rest because that 49er game was tough physically, but I'm feeling pretty good about the game. I am. The Rams historically have played Arizona pretty well. Arizona did beat us in the first matchup, and it was in LA back in week 4. They smashed us too. It was like they beat us by double digits, I want to say. But that was a game that really got out of hand early, and it just spiraled. Like the team looks so much different now. And it's just, if you really think about it, the Rams are such a good team, man. Because if you really think about how their offensive schemes, how they looked, how like the philosophy of maybe not necessarily the philosophy, but just the coaching strategies, how they attack on the field, and just everything they've had to weather, they've really had to change a lot on both sides of the ball throughout the year. You got new personnel coming in, new players, new schemes. They got exposed a little bit, and so they've had to really adjust. And this is all on the fly. not every team can do that. That's I have to remind myself of that. Like what the Rams are doing this year, not every team in the NFL would be able to do it and have the same amount of success that they've had. And that's all them, man. That's all Sean, that's all Matthew, that's all of them. And they're very much deserving of this division championship because of everything they've had, the weather, the new personnel. They had a wild few weeks where players couldn't play for non-injury related reasons. They got the coof and they just weren't able to play. They were like told players wouldn't be available for certain games, and it's just they've weathered it all. So I just this is a good team, and I feel like we are about to watch them bounce back in a big way on Monday. So, what do I want to see from the team as a whole? Number one thing, I want to get this out of the way. The team is the team needs to have fun. Plain and simple. The player Matthew, this is his first. Well, no, it's not his his first one in a while. First playoff game in a while. Playoff games are hard to come by. They don't come by very often, and you're really not guaranteed one next year. So my advice for all the players, for the whole team, is just really enjoy it. Be sure to have fun because this is the best time of the year for football, and you don't get many opportunities like this. So I just hope these players understand. I know there's a lot of pressure on the team. I really want them not to be overwhelmed with that pressure so much that they're not having fun. And it's important that they have fun, that they go out there. It's a kid's game after all. A lot of people have played it. I played football just at the high school level. It never went any further than that. But it's, it's fun. Even backyard football, I did a lot of like just messing around with friends, tossing the football around. And that's fun. The game is, the point I'm making is the game is fun. So when you're in a playoff setting and you got all the lights and you got all the fans and you got the high stakes, it's just, I understand it could be a really high pressure moment and feeling that pressure is normal, but you want to make sure that you are having that feeling of joy as well. I'm being serious, because it's, y'all are pretty lucky, that just playing football as your profession. So I really want you guys not to get too caught up in this Super Bowl or bust narrative that seems to be circling the team and has been the entire season for obvious reasons because of all the acquisitions, the trades, the superstars we brought to the team. Everyone's kind of considered this a Super Bowl or bust season, and the thing is, I really don't look at it that way, because if you really think about it, with all the new personnel we've kind of accumulated on the team, I'll use Matthew Stafford as an example. This is his first year. I mean, it's his first year learning a new offense, and I know he's really, really smart, and he has been in the league 12 years, so it's not like it should take him a long time to learn, but it's a new building. He's got to move his family, to a new city. He's got to meet new people. Like when you switch jobs, you got to get to know new people. You got to learn the schemes. You got to kind of get on the same page as with your coworkers, with the players, and learn a scheme, Sean's scheme, which is pretty, it looks like it's really complicated. So it's not like an easy system to learn. And then as you're moving your bags in, having everyone tell you, hey, by the way, you really need to win a Super Bowl, or you're going to be looked at like a failure. Like, why did we even bother getting you? And I just, I don't think that's right, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, I'm just one guy, but I don't think it's right to really kind of put that on Matthew specifically or on the team as a whole, because winning a Super Bowl is not an easy is not an easy task at all. And it's just and I'm not saying it would be like, if they were to lose Monday night, it would be disappointing, but I wouldn't consider it a failure, is what I'm getting at. And it's, with that comes a lot of pressure, but I just hope that you boys remember just to realize that that pressure is normal, and that you really need to have fun out there. All right, make sure you have fun no matter what happens, and all the, we'll all still be here no matter which way it goes, and that includes you too, Sean. So Sean and all the coaches, make sure y'all are out there having fun too. Just, maybe make sure don't, Sean, maybe make sure don't run into the end zone if we score a touchdown. Not saying that I didn't love that, because I did. I actually thought, bro, I thought that was hilarious. I loved it. I really did. It's I'm surprised they didn't throw the flag. They may have fined you. I don't know if they did or not. you know, but I thought it was hilarious, and it stings a little bit because we ended up losing the game. But I'm a bit superstitious, so maybe have fun, but don't run into the end zone until like the end of the game when we win or something like that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Sean? I'm superstitious, all right? We gotta do all we can to win this game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But moving on. That's basically, I want the team to just have fun. It was extremely long-winded, but what I'm saying is just have fun. It's the playoffs, You're not here a lot, so. But what I want to see from the team, I'll start with the offense. Well, offense, it's same as before. We need to maintain a balanced attack, and not let what happened, the events that happened in San Francisco. There I go again. It seemed like it was in San Francisco, but in LA, you can't let the fact that we got completely annihilated in the run game deter you from running the ball this week. Because the fact of the matter is, the Cardinals, pardon me, the Cardinals, I think, still struggle against the run, so, and we're running the ball pretty well. You take away the 49er game, and I thought this 5-game winning stretch that we've had was due in large part to the balance and to the physicality that we maintained throughout those games. And the thing is, when I say physical, I know that makes me kind of sound like a normie, like a normal fan or a casual fan, but I've been screaming it at the top of my lung because this is what January football is about. And that is what I felt the Rams were lacking for so many years. And I just knew, if they're going to have this goal and this pressure of Super Bowl aspirations, they were gonna have to get more physical, or it just simply wasn't gonna happen. That's been my whole point since I started this channel. Was what I was trying to get across, is that the team needs to understand it's not all about electricity, high flying, and schemes. You got to get down and dirty sometimes. And I think they figured it out. I really do. I think they finally figured it out. And Sean running the jumbo personnels, the 12, 13 personnels, keep doing that. Keep doing that. I want to see. This is the playoffs now, okay? So there's no need, like, attack with everything you have. Okay, so I want to see. I suppose Sony should still take lead. Even though Cam's kind of been cleared, Sony should still take lead. He's the physical back. Give him 20, 25 carries. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running like the trap plays, the whatever you want to run. My brain just completely shut off just then. But my point is, keep running the football. I want to see us time of possession. We need to keep Kyler Murray off the field. He's a electric player. He's very athletic. He can make things happen in a hurry. And we've played pretty well against them as of late. We've been pretty good against the Cardinals, but we can't let up. And the less he's on the field, the better. Ball control offense is what I want to see. I want to see us be heavily into the run, heavy into the kind of short passing game, the slants. We have very good receivers that can block. So I want to see much better play from the O-line. Okay? Show some strength, ground yourself, and attack. I need to see a better performance from the O-line, because that performance last week had me sick to my stomach. And I don't want to sound like a dick or anything, but it was not good. Y'all need if y'all want to win, y'all have to get more of a push. Okay? Y'all need to help Matthew out here. So I want to see physical play. From here on out, we need to be the tone setters, like Jalen Ramsey said. So attack O-line, attack the D-line. Wide receivers, attack the DBs. Tight ends, attack the linebackers. Matthew, attack the field. Attack everybody. And Sony and Cam, run with some damn purpose, like I know you can. I'm not saying you haven't been, but I'm saying lay the wood on these dudes, man. Run them over. Sony, run them over. It's playoff football. You run people over, people are going to go nuts in that stadium. Go absolutely nuts. I'm going to go nuts too. I'm going to be freaking out. I'm going to be pointing. I'm going to write down Sony Trucks Cardinal Defender 1. So I don't forget to bring it up on this channel, on the review of the game at Monday night. So, and same with you, Cam. I want to see you truck somebody too. This is January football. Okay? This isn't a time to be soft. We gotta attack these people on all phases, and I know you will. You've been doing it. We got beat up last week. Is what it is. But overall, these last couple weeks, you have been doing just that. So just keep doing it. So just keep doing what you've been doing, and you'll be great. Matthew, smart football. Smart football. Okay? Don't try to force anything, especially if you're having some sort of injury issues going on. So I know you had kind of a toe thing. I know I've read that the back's sore. So if you don't, just be sure if you're going to make the throws that you're going to be physically able to make the throws. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to put you down or anything. I'm just saying that interception and overtime, like, I'm not even mad about that anymore. I'm way over that game, but I'm just saying the last game you threw the ball deep and it got picked. And I'm curious maybe if you shouldn't have done that, because I know you just got body slammed like the few plays before and you really looked like you were having trouble walking. Like, you looked like you were limping, man. And if you're hurting that bad, maybe you shouldn't throw the ball that deep if you don't have the power to get it where it needs to go. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But just be smart. We cannot afford turnovers. That's the whole point of this. No turnovers. No turnovers. We cannot give the Cardinals extra possessions. Okay. We also have to play, mistake free. We can't have penalties this game. Y'all have to be so focused. Okay. No jumping off sides. No kind of having any type of brain farts. That's easy for me to say, sitting in my lazy boy with a mixed drink and some hot wings. But I mean, that's what y'all gotta do, though. So excuse me, y'all gotta just remain focused and y'all got this. I really believe y'all got this. Arizona's defense cannot handle y'all. I really don't think they can handle you in the run game, and I don't think they can handle you when Matthew's on point and he's like dicing up the defender. Like Matthew, one of my favorite throws from him for the year came in the second Cardinal game, where he like basically threw a touchdown to the right corner to Cup, and Cup had to was bent sideways and he grabbed it. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to have to do a Matthew Stafford hype video. Spoilers 2.0 coming up soon, probably. Just to get things going. But I want to see more of that. I want to see more of that. So I don't think the Cardinals defense can hang with us if you're smart with the football, if you're crisp in your routes, and no one's making any kind of brain farts on where they're supposed to be, no mistakes, be physical, and maintain time of possession, and just suffocate these dudes, and we'll be just fine. Defense, Raheem. Defense needs to be physical as well. I need to see. Dude, the defense has been playing so well. Like, honestly, that first half of the San Francisco game was so. I was so hyped, dude, because it with 2 minutes left in the second quarter, there was a stat that said the defense had only it was a negative 2 yards. San Francisco only had negative 2 yards. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. That's the defense I want to see. I'm like, that was so awesome, man. Like how y'all were just so amped up and you were hitting them. I need to see more of that in this game for 60 minutes. We need to be hitting these fools. Raheem, I'm getting real tired of the real soft, way off the line defense that you do sometimes, where the defensive back's 20 yards away from the receiver. I get this. I get that sometimes, especially now, our secondary's a bit thin, and people are going to be playing that don't necessarily have a lot of experience playing this year. But man, you can't just be sitting on your heels all the time, man. I want to see us in man a lot this game. I want to see us up in their faces and jamming them at the line to throw off the route, because I think Kyler looks like someone who, if you take away the route, if you disrupt the wide receivers at the beginning, yes, he can make plays, yes, he can improvise and make big plays, but from a schematic route running thing, I feel like if the wide receivers get tripped up at first, I just get this feeling. It's just a gut feeling that maybe he's not able kind of to handle, and he's not able to really find them. Do you know what I mean when I say that? I'm not really able to find and basically time the throws like maybe other quarterbacks can, like Aaron Rodgers. Even if the play breaks down, he's still able to really zip that ball in there. I don't know if Kyler can really do that. He's really good at making big plays, and he's made a lot of them. But from a timing perspective, I just feel like if we jam the receivers, like he will have a more difficult time than other quarterbacks in trying to kind of adjust to like the improvise, to the fact that the route's kind of been messed up and you have to kind of watch with your eyes and kind of go on the fly. I'm butchering this, but basically what I want to see is disruption in their receivers, for the receivers and quarterback. That took a long time, but that's basically what I'm getting at. And better linebacker play, like Travian, Troy and Travian. It looks like, Ernest isn't playing. Like, y'all, we need better linebacker play. Honestly, we might need to look for linebackers in the off season, as well as offensive line. Probably, I'll do an assessment on that after the season. But we need better, more aggressive play from our linebackers, and no more soft prevent defense, Raheem. Okay, I never want to see the prevent again. I never want to see the soft prevent. The only time I ever want to see that is if there is only a few seconds left on the clock. Arizona needs a touchdown to tie the game or win the game, and they need to bomb it. They need to bomb it. They need to throw Hail Mary up to somehow maybe get a miracle win in the end zone with like everyone, with all the receivers and defensive backs in the end zone. That's the only time I want to see the soft prevent defense. Okay? What happened last week where the 49ers were literally able to, it was like 40 seconds, Raheem, they were able to run like 3-4 plays, go 88 yards, and they were immediately in our red zone in like 40 seconds, Raheem. That is unacceptable. That was, everyone's going on about how Sean ran the ball 3 times and wasted the timeouts and basically was playing the just not the conservative role. And yes, that drove me crazy too. But that, it did not drive me as crazy as when the 49ers got the ball with less than a minute left, like way back in the field, and they immediately just I'm like, what happened, y'all? Like, I'm looking, I think I got up to like do something. Like, I was still watching. I like walked around the corner to my kitchen, and the 49ers were already in the damn red zone. We cannot have that this week. We cannot have the soft prevent where we give Arizona like 20, a whole bunch of space. We cannot do that. I understand you can't run in man every single time. Okay, I get that. You have to run in zone. I get that too. And I understand we're a bit thin at the defensive back position, so that you may be a little concerned about our ability to keep Arizona's weapons in check, and they do have some good weapons. So I feel you. I do. I really do. But this is not the time to sit back on our heels and show off beta male, the beta male mentality. No. We can't have that. Okay? We need to be alpha dogs Monday night. Okay? Alpha males. We cannot go out there, I want to go into soft prevent, give up with all this yards in space like a bunch of beta males. Okay? We got to get in their faces, and you got to just kind of roll with it. We may get beat here or there, but we can't just let them complete easy pass after easy pass after easy pass. And as far as like Aaron and your D line, contain, contain, contain. That is like the biggest thing we can do to contain Kyler. You really don't want him breaking to the outside, because that's when shit will fall apart. Like if he's able to get around the edge guy and he just scampers off, like we're in trouble. We gotta try and keep him in a box. Keep him in a box, and the guy's short. Nope, not trying to throw shade, Kyler. It is what it is, all right? The guy's short, okay? Keep him in the box. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. Wave it like, hey, you can't see. You can't see. Leonard Floyd has some long arms. Do that, he'll start the panic. He'll start the panic for sure. And if you keep him in the box, if you can get the sack, get it. But the biggest priority is to make sure he remains in the box. And you all did an excellent job at doing just that in the last meeting in Arizona. So we need to see more of that. So, and special teams, y'all played a little better last week too. I saw the physical play. Whoever it was that knocked out the 49ers punter, I want to see more of that. I want to see y'all, Joe DeCamillis, get on him. Tell him, run through these dudes 100 miles an hour. Alpha mentality, y'all. Alpha mentality will win us this championship. Run through your opponent. Run, whoever you're lined up on, run through them. Every goddamn play. Every play. You do that, and we'll win. I want to say, and I don't care if JJ Watt's coming back. I hope he does come back. I hope he does. Because I still want to run all over his ass. So I hope he does play. I actually like JJ Watt. He seems like a real nice guy, but Monday night he's the enemy, so we got to run him over too. And I want to say, I'm terrible at picking scores, y'all, but I want to say probably, I'd say 28-17. 28-17 Rams win. We advance and we play, who knows? We'll find out. But I'm going to cut it off here. I've rambled on way too long. I'm pretty amped up right now. But Sean, I just want to say good luck. Good luck to you boys. Be sure to get some rest, and like I said earlier, just have fun. Okay, I'm really proud of y'all. So have fun. I'll be watching, and should be a good time. Should be a good game. Should be a good game. So that's gonna be it for now, guys. I will catch you guys on the next one. And as always, playoff football is here, y'all. It's time for January football. Okay? Go Rams.